So if you're probably reading the title, you probably already know. But yeah, I got rejected from Oxford. It kind of sucks. Yeah, it sucks, but it's um, it's life. I'll put the videos of my react. I'll put the first video of my reaction to getting an interview now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is quite nerve-wracking, I must say, actually. I'm quite nervous. Yeah. Yeah, I got one. Yeah, that's nice. Nice. That's good. Yeah, I'm happy. That's good. That's good. Damn. I did get changed though. I wonder why that happens. I got changed to college, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, I'm happy. Well, gotta get ready for it then.
Um, I'm actually really excited. I was really excited when I got it. Yeah, and then I'll put in. I'll put my reaction to getting the rejection email as well now. So yeah, there it is. I don't know what else to say. I got rejected. I'll break this video into three parts, like my thoughts now that I've been rejected, my scores, and then the feedback I got. Spoiler: the feedback was quite useless. So yeah, I mean, I was pretty disappointed. I was pretty disappointed, yeah, when I got rejected. I mean, it sucks, when you really want to go somewhere, and it was my first choice. I really wanted to go, and it's been in my mind, for, as I'm sure many like Oxford applicants will have the same. It's been in my mind for like 2, 3 years. I've wanted to go there. Um, and it's a shame, when it just doesn't happen. And this was my this was my second time applying, so I was like, oh, dude, come on, man, what the hell? What am I gonna do? uh, I mean, when I first got rejected, like I remember that evening. That evening, I was pretty disappointed. I was pretty like, but I knew, there was no point, starting like writhing in my self pity or feeling sorry for myself. It's life. Everybody takes that. When you apply, you're taking that risk, and that's part of the reason why so many people want to go to Oxford. It's because of that. It's because it's how difficult it is to get in, and I was just on the wrong side of that this time, and it's a shame. And I'm sure, not just Oxford applicants, but anyone who has applied really hoping to get into a particular uni and they get rejected, it's pretty disappointing. It's pretty crushing, actually. Um, but yeah, so the first day, I mean, after the first day, it did bother me, and I think it still bothers me. It's been like what, 2 weeks. I think I waited 2 weeks. Yeah, it's the 24th today, so um, I waited 2 weeks to make, just because I just got I got the interview feedback, no, the admission feedback just now. So That's why I waited. But yeah, it did bother me. After the first day, I stopped feeling so sad, but I wasn't too sad, but I stopped feeling so disappointed. But it did bother me, subconsciously. It affected my mood. It affected how I felt about things, and that's just normal. That's just part of it. But you get over it, you know. It just wasn't meant to be, and I think that's the best way of really looking at it. That's the only way I can really look at it. Um, Looking at my interviews now, I would probably say my responses were far, 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 far too basic. And like that's the thing, like that's what I was feeling. Like I was feeling like I wasn't having enough time to get into the gist of the interview because like I would just be opening up or explaining a particular because I felt like, there had to be a smooth transition to get into like the deeper, more complex parts of like a question or an argument. And so like I was just opening up and getting into the introduction and then they were like, all right, that's 10 minutes. I'll pass you to my next guy. And I was like I felt like I did okay within the time frame, but I was feeling like, damn, like I'm not having enough time to kind of develop and open up and I'm just giving these basic simple answers. And I think that's probably why, my answers just weren't good enough. But oh well, who knows? So my scores. I got my TSA the day after I got rejected, so the 11th, and I got a 72.5 on the overall, and then an 89.5 on the critical thinking, and a 63.9 on the problem solving. So I'll put a picture of that now, and then I'll put a picture of the various like how that relates in regards to the overall cycle, all the applicants, how well they did. I was actually, dude, I was really happy with my critical thinking. Okay, I was in the second highest band. That's pretty good. I'll probably do a video on TSA how I plan for the TSA just because I mean yeah I didn't get into Oxford but it's not a bad score. What I was hoping for was at least a 70. That was my goal. I like yeah, seven above 70 was what I was hoping to get, and that's what I got. And it was obviously good enough to get me to the interviews, but not good enough to get me all the way. And the only other scores I had were my A levels, and at A level, because this was actually my second time apply. I don't know if I'll do a video on my first application. I probably will. If I do, it'll be linked somewhere here. I'll come back and I'll link it. But this is my second time applying, so I've already got my A levels, and they were 3 A stars and 2 A's. So they were okay. Yeah, they were okay. I did actually think having achieved grades would give me an advantage, and I think it might have, but who knows? And yeah, and so let's get into the feedback. So I waited until now to get my feedback so that I could make this whole video with everything in perspective. And bro, this feedback was so bad. Oh my, this video was so bad. It's so impersonal. It's so just like, bro, you just copied and pasted it. Come on, man. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. You've got like 1,000 applicants who are maybe asking, like for each subject. I get that. It can't be super personal, but like, come on, man. Like the amount of effort I put I put into applying to your particular university. My personal statement was made with your university in mind. I went and sat that examination and paid for it with your university in mind. I prepared for that interview and sat through those interviews for your university alone. And then I just get this impersonal thing. Like, it's a bit disappointing, but I probably understand the fact that if they could, if it was more feasible for them to make it more personal, they probably would. But yeah, it was quite a letdown. We'll go through it now. And so yeah, it just says, I'm really sorry for not being able to offer you a place. It talks about the number of applicants, and it just says the range of criteria in which they use, and they said, although your scores pre-interview were promising, they were not considered sufficiently strong to compensate for weaker interview performances. And that was that, pretty much. So yeah, like, really quite useless. I wouldn't, like, come on, man. Like, I would have liked to have seen like my interview score. I've seen like videos online where some applicants get their interview scores back. Maybe it just depends on the college. Or my TSA essay. I don't even know how I did. I'll never know. I'll never know. But yeah, um, that's the end of this video. That's all I really have to say. To all those applying to Oxford who watch this, good luck. It's like don't let it define you, like, or define your idea of success though. Like it's a shame, you know. And everybody wants, like, if you apply there, you know, good luck. And if you get in, great for you, congratulations. You know, really really good. But if you don't get in, it's also not the end of the world. You know, Oxford isn't, you know, it doesn't define your success as a person in the future or even now. So, yeah. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, and bye bye.